Emerson Incorporation has a total of 3,050 employees. The building or the establishment has a 5,000 employees maximum capacity. On a daily basis, this company has 1,500 daily in and out goers. What are the 5 S in housekeeping? Number 1, seri or sort. To remove unnecessary item in your workplace. Number 2, set on or set in order. It means systematic, orderly, efficient, and effective arrangement of item in use. Number 3, say so or shine. It is completely cleaned or need to be improved. And number 4, seiketsu or standardized. Seiketsu means it's maintaining safe and hygienic condition of your workplace. Number 5, the last one, shitsuke or sustain. Shitsuke means self-discipline. It commitment to maintain orderliness and to practice the first 4 S as a way of life. How sort implemented? Have your team involved in the process, create a map of the area and divide it into zones. Take a picture of the area to capture what it looked like before any improvements are made. Use brightly colored labels to attach to objects that should be moved to keep the area organized and in good order. Store labeled items temporarily and place it into one area to see how you could better use those emptied space. Organize the things you actually use and need. Try to walk inside your area showing that you are a visitor, inspecting your work area. Evaluate if the area is pleasantly safe to work with or needs more organizing. For the set in order or set on, in this stage, items, equipment, and work material tagged as essential in the first stage should be placed in organized manner in the most logical location. For the shine or say so, through cleaning an entire area or workspace. This keeps equipment in working order and reduces the risk of illness or injury from occupational exposure. It is especially important in environments that deal with hazardous substance or chemical to ensure that the area is completely clean. For the standardized or seketsu, it is necessary to standardize everything that you conducted during the previous process. Write down instructions for humans and not in vague official language. Don't use fuzzy description to avoid accident. For sustain, accountability, the most people are more likely to follow through with new or difficult activities when they know that someone is watching them and also participating in the same activity. Competition, from the sustained steps to positive internal competition, can also result as departments, areas, and employees constantly strive to raise the bar for performance. Improve. This may be the most vital result of the sustained step. The key point again is that done right is not a flavor of the month project, but rather a continuous improvement engine that must be maintained to continue running. Materials handling. In terms of their product that handle with quality, they use equipment for their safety and also for the product's quality. One of the equipment they are using is the manually power handling equipment like jack lifter with lifting capacity of 500 to 1000 kilograms. For the safety protocol in using material handling equipment, they implement ensure the operator is trained and qualified to operate the equipment. Always do a pre-ship inspection of the equipment. Make sure the loads are secured, stable, and appropriate for the piece of equipment being utilized. Always ensure that operator has clear visibility when in motion. Material storage. The building or the warehouse for the storage or the product has aircon. This is properly ventilated and has a clean air for the worker or employees. This warehouse was built with two fire exits for in case of emergency. It means it needs a properly ventilated for the workers and has a clear air to inhale a fresh air when working and not suffocating when they are working.
For the fire safety of the building, it has a smoke detector and fire alarm. It detects fire by sensing small particles in the air using a couple of different kinds of technologies. Once they detect those particles above a certain threshold, they signal the alarm to sound so that employees and the officers can get to safety and do some actions. Uh, in Fire Prevention Month, here are some facts. A total of 2,103 fire incidents have already been recorded in the country since January this year. This number is 30% higher compared to last year's 1,863 fire incidents recorded by the Bureau of Fire Protection. Records indicate that plug-in electrical connections for long hours resulted in the rise of fire incidents. This year's theme sa pag-iwas sa sunog, hindi ka nag-iisa. AIMS is a reminder to be cautious and responsible at home and in the workplace, as fire safety is everyone's concern. Furthermore, participation in fire prevention drills and programs that promote awareness is recommended because it pays to always be ready. The company also used fire extinguisher in every hallway and offices, and also the production area of Emerson Incorporation. Fire extinguisher apply an agent that will cool burning heat, smother fuel, or remove oxygen so the fire cannot continue to burn. One of the most commonly used is the portable fire extinguisher. Also, in case of emergency, they have an emergency evacuation area or the assembly area for safety purposes. Assembly area has assigned to direct the employees to the correct evacuation routes or assembly areas in the facility. Lastly, in case of this emergency happen, the company of Emerson Corporation has an emergency dial 222. These are the fire safety tips. In case of fire, stay calm and evacuate immediately. On opening doors, check the door handle first. If hot, do not open as the room may already be on fire. Use the stairs and do not use the elevator in case you are in buildings. If there is smoke, get down low, cover your nose and mouth with damp cloth. If your clothes catch fire, stop, drop, and roll to put out the flames. Sound alarm and call for help. Have yourself checked for injuries. Do not return inside your house or in the building unless authorities deem it safe. If trapped, stay in the room, signal for help using a bright colored cloth at the window or of make noise. Call the fire department or 911. These are the safety rules in a building. Disconnect completely, meaning the electrical installation must be disconnected from live parts on all poles. Secure against reconnection, implement the lockout tagout. Verify that installation is dead. Provide protection against adjacent live parts. In an Emerson incorporation, the electrical extension cord is prohibited. Unauthorized electrical extension cord is not allowed inside the workplace. All are advised to surrender the extension cord to EHS and facilities team. Evaluation and approval from the facilities team for the issuance of electrical extension installation on permanent electrical connection. Emerson Incorporation is committed to protecting the health and safety of employees and all workplaces. The recent fire incident in Cavite was caused by a do-it-yourself or DIY electrical extension cord used in Cavite office. They are taking measures to ensure that the place of work and all of us are safe by prohibiting the use of substandard DIY and rug electrical extension cord. If you have any DIY or rug electrical extension cord, please take immediate step to remove them by having the respective owner surrender the cord to the facilities team. In return, facilities team will replace the DIY or rug extension cord with the standard or certified issued extension cord. Evaluation and approval of facilities team shall be conducted prior to issuance. For the area that needs a permanent electrical connection, creation of facilities job request by the responsible area needs to be communicated. As area owners, ensure to inspect or check electrical connection in the respective areas for any signs of overloading or abnormality. If wires are warm, ask assistance by the facilities. Occupational health. Now let's talk about water pollution and the company continued effort to prevent this. Whatever goes down the drain can have damaging effects to the environment. This is why the company Emerson Incorporation consistently adhere to proven and safe methods of waste disposal. The recent testing on wastewater may show oil and grease that are unacceptable to the standards. Emerson is committed to contributing to the welfare of the environment, which is why the company prohibits any unnecessary action that may cause harm to the environment. Over time, among the efforts they have been doing are waste segregation, reutilizing of scraps, discouraging the use of printed and film cartoons on packaging, including the prohibition of washing personal items that drains into the company sinks. Pollution can occur when substances are discharged into surface water or groundwater without prior treatment, or by accident, example, after a spill of food products, example, dairy products, fruit juices are among the key causes of pollution from factories. Others include spill or leaks from oil and chemical containers, wash waters and wash products, fuel spills, release of contaminated water. As a company that abides by a set of rules and regulations, they are taking necessary steps to ensure that they will not be committing an offense of polluting the environment in carrying out their businesses. More importantly, protecting the groundwater help ensures that they are doing their way to ensure that the water at nearby communities remains safe. Surface water and groundwater are protected by a number of mandates and licensing institutions that prevent, monitor, and control pollution that may caused by certain industries.